Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Bigby McFly, and doing a little impromptu unboxing of some books that came in the mail. And I'm joined by a bunch of my friends tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring them to the stage. And of course, I'm going to have a coughing fit. All right. Well, welcome to the stage, Mr. Akins. What's on the comic rack? Bruce from Up North Comics, and around the horn we got my friend Steppo, Steven, the warmonger, also known as and my good friend Alan, comic collector geek. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Hey guys.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Very good. How's you guys having a good week so far? Whoa. Excuse me.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Cool. Is it?
So,
yeah. Well, you're up like by
Where
the.
are you? Where up
Where
north are
north?
you, Bruce?
I
am from Madawaska, Maine. My town is the most northern part of the U.S. One of them.
Yep.
It's one of
Up
the
by
four
Alan.
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Alan's up there in Canada.
I'm in
Okay.
Canada.
Canada. Canada. I'm not too far. I could see Canada from my my front yard.
So you're
He said it's like a business, or do you work for a business that?
Are you near, like, would you be near Quebec or would you be near New Brunswick?
Edmundston.
Oh, Edmonton. I know. Okay. I know where
Edmundston is right across.
Yeah.
Bruce, didn't you say you work for a paper plant or something that pumps like
Yep.
slurry underneath the border to both sides?
So I work for a paper company. We manufacture paper. It's specialty paper. And they actually pump our pulp underground through international borders. So in Canada, they make the pulp. And in our side, in the U.S., we make the paper here.
How do you reckon that one out?
It's pretty cool.
We don't actually make anything in Canada, it seems. I don't know what's going on with us. Okay.
So, hey, where'd you get that?
Make a lot of noise. I know that.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So I was in touch with our friend Ricky from All Sorts of Words the last couple of weeks. He's been hot and heavy after a couple of books that I had. The Dreamwalker Zero, first appearance of the Goon, he really wanted. And he also popped off on a chat group that we're part of and said, does anybody have a gold key Star Trek #1? I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I had one. I had one, and I had a whole bunch of the other issues of the series. And then
Alan has
we started talking, and he had a bunch.
Copies, so
what's that?
I have 2 copies.
You have 2 copies of Star Trek #1?
Yeah, but one's really beat, like really beat. I paid a lot for it, even though it's really beat.
Oh wow!
I paid
yeah,
like
the one that I had
$50
was probably like a 2.53 or a 3, and so we ended up doing some trading. He also got a lot of Superman family books that he was interested in, and Supergirl appearances, and a lot of like high grade Neil Adams covers and stuff, as well as a run of The Boys #1 through 27 from me. So
that's really cool.
Nice. So you got is this box from Ricky that you're going to open?
This box is from Ricky. I've already opened it. I have the books here next to me, and I'm going to go ahead and
show them.
Oh, and there's Ricky in the chat. It's true. It was very hot and heavy. I'd say it was a 4.0 when I got it, but now that it's been saturated, whoa, not going to say that. Anyway, well, Ricky, you're welcome to join us. If you want, I can send you a link if you'd like to jump on. Otherwise, I'm going to just go ahead and send you a link just in case. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Just in case you want to jump on. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself big and start throwing some books, and you guys can make commentary. And
you can tell us what you traded for these, or did you? This is a trade deal, right?
Yeah. So the main 2 components that Ricky got from me were Star Trek #1 and a first appearance of the Goon, and then the other third component was a run of The Boys in really high grade 1 through 27. So,
Okay, that's
so a
pretty
lot of first
significant.
appearances in that. So, and then he also got a lot of Neil Adams covers, high grade copies of those in like Superboy, Adventure Comics. Oh, hey, Obito. Hey,
Obito.
buddy.
Oh wow, he's been a
Yeah.
ghost.
A long lost prodigal son. We love you, buddy. We miss you. Yeah, Ricky says he got a ton of Super Family, which and a lot of it in really high grade. So Ricky, get those graded, especially those Neil Adams covers. But so we're gonna start I kind of put them in some sort of an order. So first book here is a key.
Oh wow.
Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, the I'm Curious Black issue from the Silver Age.
Nice one.
The spine is pretty nice. It has some small rounding up here on this top corner, but otherwise it's a pretty nice copy.
Oh, that's cool.
So that one there. Obito says he won't be a ghost for too much longer. All right. I heard a rumor that you might be coming to do some wrestling. There's a rumor. All right. And then the second book I got here is Superman number 199.
Nice.
Another black cover.
Superman Flash Race, the first one.
I have that right next to me. Strangely enough.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a lower grade copy, but still a pretty cool key. And I've just decided that like anytime I can get my hands on good keys, it doesn't really matter the grade. I'm going to start stockpiling them. So
that's an awesome book.
Somebody out there wants a book, and I'll have it in one that they can afford. So, so we got to recognize the chat again. We got Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector, chiming in. Hi, Manny. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. And where'd you get that? It said Fire. I don't know which book it was about. Maybe it was about both. And then the next book we got is The Flash, number 139. The first Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. So it has a little bit of writing up here. So it's flashes. I guess the kid who had this must have decided, well, there's two Flash on the cover. I'm going to write flashes.
Had to be grammatically correct.
I thought it was like a 5 cent, but yeah, maybe it's flashes. That's funny.
Maybe it's a 5. I don't know. It looks like an S to me. But it's got some creasing and some damage to it. But it's a cool key for first Professor Zoom, the reverse Flash.
Nice.
And then the next one we got is Showcase number 20. The first appearance of Rip Hunter, Time Master, which I was really surprised at the value of this book. It is super expensive, even in low grade. Which this is kind of low grade. It's got some significant spine damage right here, some splitting, but it is a very valuable book even in low grade. So I was happy to pick that one up.
Actually, it's one I kind of like that type of low grade where it's the spine and not the cover itself that's bad.
Yeah, it presents really nicely. Yeah. So Manny says he is good, lazy, chilling on the couch mode. There we go. Well, hopefully we can entertain you with some cool books. So I already had a copy of this, but mine, I can show you my copy. So here's my copy that I had before. It's just like sun faded and pretty beat. So Showcase, it's in the dark area. I can't see the number. First appearance of the Atom. Is it 30? Okay.
I'm guessing. I think that's what I remember it being.
And here's the copy I got from Ricky. So it presents a lot nicer. It has a small split down here at the bottom, but otherwise the colors are much more vibrant and a very cool book.
Who is actually in the bottle on that cover?
am not certain. It's another shrinking person of some sort because
Right. I always wondered who was in. Who,
I almost wonder if it's like
You
a
should
genie
know
or
who it
something.
is. You're the one that reads these ones.
I haven't read that one, so I don't know who that is.
No, I
in
thought
it.
Steven, I thought read all those.
It's
ones.
a genie. It's a genie, and
I thought it was a genie, but that's
yeah, it's a genie, and he has to take him on, and I think he tricks him into the bottle, and that he's trying to climb back out. It's a beautiful. That orange cover is a beautiful thing, and it shows a lot. I mean, it shows every breath that ever was on it too.
Yeah, but I mean, so you can see the color difference there.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So I was happy to pick up a nicer copy of that. And then this one, we had to go a little in depth to find out some grading stuff because it looks really nice. It's Doom Patrol number 99.
Oh, nice.
First appearance of Beast Boy from the Teen Titans. Oh, excuse me, guys. There's something stuck in my throat. First appearance of Beast Boy, and but it does have. I don't know if you guys can see. There's some staining coming through here at the lower corner, and there's a large water stain on the back. Otherwise, so the person who I think that sold this to Ricky, they had it graded as a fine, but with the water staining, they get the highest. I consulted with a couple people, and they said the highest it could get is a 3.5 to a 3.0 with the water staining. So
Yeah.
but still a cool book. First appearance of Beast Boy.
You can actually remove that water stain. You know,
What's that?
Really?
you can actually remove it if you soak it in water. Strangely.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, it supposedly works.
More water damage to remove the water damage. All right.
Yeah. Night Tiger was telling me about that. So yeah.
So next up, I got
I'm just saying, you can do it.
a copy of Brave and the Bold number 60. The first appearance of
Nice.
Donna Troy.
Very nice.
There is a tape pull on the back of this guy's neck. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I see it.
It kind of works though because it looks like
It
it's
does.
like some.
Yeah.
It looks like
Again,
it's part of the book.
another key, kind of low grade, but a cool key. And there's kind of a theme going on here. We went from
A lot of DC
Superman
keys.
Flash to Beast Boy. Now we got Teen Titans going on here. And next I picked this up for somebody who's on the panel actually, because he kind of mentioned he might want a copy. It's a low grade copy, but he said he couldn't afford a high grade one.
Ooh, nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
So, Mr. Akins, I picked this up for you in case we ever decide to talk about doing some trading. So
Okay.
it's a low grade copy, but it is the first appearance of the Teen Titans.
Yes.
So
I've been wanting me
a
one of
couple of
those.
these things were picked up with other people in mind. So this is one that was picked up with
I
Mr.
have to
Akins in mind.
say that cover does nothing for me.
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely a butt ugly cover.
Who did the cover?
I think everybody did the cover.
There's like a lot of stuff going on.
It's a TS signature. It doesn't look like. I really like the background. I don't know if you can see. There's like a watercolory monster thing in the background. But,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, man. All right, next book. We got another Teen Titans related book. We've got New Teen Titans number 2, and that's actually a nice grade copy. First appearance of Deathstroke the Terminator. I've always thought he was a very cool villain, and was happy to pick up a nice condition copy of First appearance of Deathstroke. So the worst thing about it, there's a little like a color lift right there in Raven's cape, but that's about the worst thing I could see on it. So. Yeah, Manny says I'm going to be taking some comics to my next bubble bath. Try to get those water stains in. All right, and then
I don't know if that's the best way.
This is a book that you can actually find a lot of times in dollar bins and stuff because it didn't get popular until just recently. But Teen Titans Annual #2, first appearance of the Vigilante, which I really like that character in the Peacemaker show. So that copy. I mean, it's cool, George Perez, Teen Titans stuff. So, so a lot of people think that I'm only a Marvel guy, but I do have a great appreciation for DC and the DC heroes and the history of DC. And as you can tell, I'm picking up a bunch of DC keys. So this one, I think we had some confusion on this one because Ricky thought it was the Six Flags version, but it turns out it was just the free comic shop version.
Oh yeah,
it's the,
Still cool.
Batman Beyond #1.
Yeah.
We don't have any stamp down here in the bottom, so it's minty, and yeah, so a nice copy of that. The free giveaway one. Like to get a copy of the regular one too, but this is a starter. And then we've got the first appearance of Bane.
Cool.
Nice copy of that. And then to go along with that, the book that came out like 2 years later that wraps up the story. Second part of Vengeance of Bane. And then I kind of went down a rabbit hole with Harley and Ivy. I've been watching the Harley TV show, and so Ricky had a lot of Harley and Ivy keys. So I picked up this one, this DC Pride one, #1.
Who's
like
that?
that
Who did the artist? Is that Jenny Frison?
I think it's Jenny Frison, yeah.
is it?
But it's Harley and Ivy snuggling up there. It's a cool cover.
Huh.
So there's that one. Not a super valuable book. I think it was like $5 or $6, but so then to go along with Harley and Ivy, we got
There
Batman,
you go.
There's a
Batman
book.
181, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. It's a low grade copy, but it is the first appearance of Poison Ivy, and it does have the centerfold, which is
Nice.
Oh, that's the
a
big
big
part.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The pinup.
I think Ricky had multiple copies, didn't he?
No, I got the only one he had of this.
Yeah, but he
I wish I had
traded.
gotten to him just a little bit sooner because he traded away that nice grade copy
Yeah,
of
right.
the first Batgirl. But
Wow. Why is he getting rid of those keys? I mean, to me, that I would not want to get rid of this
he
first
is
one.
focusing on the super family. He for a while he decided he was just gonna be a DC collector and go after everything, and then he decided he really wants to narrow his focus and focus on all of the super family and Legion of Superheroes. So
Wow.
Well, he's after independent ones too, isn't he?
and independent books, big indies. So
Wow.
Manny says, love Bane's origin in the comics. Don't like that Nolan combined Bane's character with Ubu.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know what Ubu means, but yeah, we'll go with that. And then a fairly nice copy of Batman
Oh.
Adventures, the
That's my favorite episode, by the way.
multi-award winning book. Won an Eisner Award as well as many other awards, and it's also one of the early Harley Quinn appearances. So it's cool to get that one. Just got a little tiny bit of damage up here at the very tippy top, right there. But other than that, it's a really nice copy.
I love that set. I also like Batman Adventures. And I really like All-Star Squadron. That's a great title. The artwork inside is great with all the Golden Age heroes. I mean, they don't bring squat, but it's really the artwork and the stories inside are wonderful.
Manny says Ubu is Ra's al Ghul's henchman and servant to Talia. Hey, there's somebody we know, Mr. Bleeker.
Hi, Bleeker.
How you doing tonight, Bleeker?
Hey,
Thanks. Blake. Yeah, I picked up some stuff here. So next we got, like I said, I went down kind of a Harley and Ivy rabbit hole. So we got the Batman Adventures Mad Love special. Yeah, and this is a really high grade, nice copy of this. The first appearance of Bud and Lou, Harley's pet hyenas. So kind of a cool book there. And this one is pretty beat up, but I love the cover on it, and I'll probably get a nicer copy later. But the Alex Ross Batman
That's
Harley Quinn,
Cool.
first continuity.
yes, first in continuity for Harley. So yeah, was happy to get my hands on that.
You know, you almost have to buy that book, and if it's never been opened, because once you open
Yeah,
it,
yeah, because it gets the white
cracks,
line right down the
it
side
goes
when they
to-
open it.
yeah, it's there's no way that you can avoid that if you open the book.
Yep, absolutely. And then last but not least, so again, picking up books for people that I know that are looking for a certain book. My friend Travis is looking for this book, and he saw that I got a copy of it recently from our good friend Steppo, and so I picked up a copy for him.
Oh
There
wow,
you go.
So,
that's a big book.
Yep.
so we might be doing some trading on that one later on. We'll have another trade video. What I got for this. But that's my haul. That's the stuff I got. So we'll go real quick again. We got Harley Quinn. We got the first appearance of Harley. We got Mad Love. We got the holiday special. First Poison Ivy. The DC Pride book. Vengeance of Bane #2. Vengeance of Bane #1. Batman Beyond #1. First appearance of Vigilante. First appearance of Deathstroke. First Teen Titans. First Dawn of Troy. First Beast Boy. It's my copy there again. First Atom. First Rip Hunter. First Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash. First Superman Flash Race. And Lois Lane, I Am Curious Black. So, there you go.
It seems like a pretty good haul. I mean, that's
Yeah.
That's a really nice haul.
I thought I got some pretty sweet books. Thank you to Ricky very much. I appreciate the trading and had a blast. Just like we do, Seppo had a really great time just hashing things out. Although we weren't in the same room. We were just back and forth over the internet showing books up to the camera. And just having a good old time. So I'm going to exit the solo layout and go back. So
I have some books to show if you like.
I would love to have you show some books. But before I do that, let me ask anybody who's in the chat or in the room to please sub up all of our guests. What's on the comic rack? Mr. Akins, Bruce from Up North Comics, and Ellen.
I don't know what happened there.
How do I get the
Comic
fireworks?
Collector Geek.
How
Wow,
do
how
you
did you do that? Boom, that was pretty
I don't
cool.
get fireworks.
I don't know how you do that.
I know how.
I didn't
Wow.
touch anything, so
Is that because it's the man cave?
yeah.
Hey, there's Richard Westfall. Hey, Richard. Good to see you, buddy. So yeah, I would love to have you show some books, and if any of you other guys have some books you'd like to show, please feel free to gather them up while Steven is showing some books, and we will do a little show and tell here.
And I'll go quick. I won't go slow.
All right. Hey, it's Lyle.
Lyle Hopkins?
Yeah.
Hobson, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
So Amazing Adventures 1. Inhumans 1. Invaders 1.
Nice.
Iron Fist 1.
Cool. You're going through
Wow.
some Bronze
All
Age
at once.
keys here, huh?
Malibu Sun.
Oh, first one, yeah.
And now I'm going to jump into pre-hero Marvel. Here's the Strange scales. Only I just they
Oh,
were
wow.
beautiful. So I don't have many. I just have a few.
Are these recent pickups, or this is just stuff
no,
you had?
God knows how long I've had them. I
It's
start going through
Magneto.
I go through boxes and I kind of go, oh, I have that one. What do you know?
Is that the prototype Magneto?
Yeah, it's the prototype, and then here's the Electro.
Prototype Electro.
Prototype. But I basically, when I got my Bat 1, I basically traded away, I think, 4 short boxes of 90s and up good stuff, slabs. But I went through and I picked out the ones I refused to get rid of. And so I was going to riffle these real quick.
All righty.
I love that one.
Zombie is a cool one. Yep.
That's
This is just a great Secret Six. I don't know what the hell it is, but she looks like Elizabeth Scott, and I just thought it's a Will Jack. Yeah. It's a Will Jack cover.
You say so.
I say so.
That guy's name just cracks me up.
Another Darwin Cook.
Nice. That's very cool.
Alan tells me this has actually gone up in value.
Yeah, that one was on the hot list. That's the variant, right?
Yeah, it's the J. Scott Campbell one. It's La Mole Comic Con. I don't know what the La Mole is, but it's signed. Signed
La Mole. It's La Mole.
La Mole. Es de la Mole. Here is Adam Hughes.
I love that cover.
And what's interesting is it say it's
What is going on?
But it says Barry Kitson. It says cover by Barry Kitson. They got it completely ass wrong.
Your pinball machine, the ghosts are playing pinball behind you.
Well, it's the Attract sign. And they also have the family friendly Attract sound, and then they have the not family friendly thing. And I have it on the not friendly.
Nice. Lyle just got back from an antique store hunt. Nice.
Bruce Timm.
Yeah, I love that cover. That's a sweet one.
Nice cover.
Here is a signed of this cover, which I just love. I think Betty has a fabulous put together. Okay. Here is a Capullo number 1.
Steven, Bruce just started getting back into collecting, so you're just starting to get Spider-Man, right, Bruce, and X-Men?
Yep.
So that the Spider-Man stuff you're showing is probably right up his alley.
Definitely.
Shoe number 1.
Cool.
Good cast deserves repeating.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
The Red Hood.
I lucked out. I found that book at a junk shop for $2.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this one.
Oh, that's a nice one.
There's the original, not my giveaway copy.
Of all the Batman Beyond characters, my favorite one is Ink.
Ink, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great one.
I think that Ink has great potential. I had 2 of these. One of them went to the guy that I traded to help defray the cost of my Bat 1. Here's my Batman Harley Quinn, and this is a 9.9.
Wow.
Well, yours is way nicer than mine.
He sent in 6 books, and 5 of them came back 9.8, and this one came back a 9.9. And this was when Steve Borak was at CDCS. And when Steve was there, it was really, really good. And when he left, it had its problems. But I don't.
Lyle thinks I was stealing his hunting spots, but I don't think so, Lyle. You're way up there. I would be a long way for me to go.
Here's the first He-Man.
Yeah. Superman's in trouble there on that cover because he's weak to magic.
This is an incredible giveaway book. It has the first appearances of Frank Miller's Batman: The Dark Knight. It has the first appearance of Alan Moore's
no, it's not Garfield.
Watchmen series, and it's just it was a giveaway, but it predates Watchmen and the Dark Knight, and it's their first appearances in a comic. And it
wow, that's really cool.
And it's the back, and the back is very fun. 1935, 1985. It was a gift to the fans.
That's really sweet.
If you see that, it's something that you might want to, if you see it, it's definitely one. A lot of people don't know what it is. Here's this Hellboy, signed by Mignola. It's easy for me to say. And
Lyle said Ron Perlman's going to be up there, up in his neck of the woods. Going to get some signed stuff.
Here is the first Hellboy. I know they say
cool.
It's that freaky
Diamond press.
That dime press with them floating in space. It isn't him. It isn't him. You say it is, but it ain't.
You got to say "Roll Tide" after you say all that.
Why, bless your heart. I understand that means something other than they think. Here's an off the wall. This is a Scorchy, which is Bill Ward naughty stuff. And this happened because this was a complete FOMO attack, because Alan and Joe were talking about this they were talking I believe that Joe said, did you see that there is a
Somebody really wants to talk to you.
I don't know.
The aliens are calling me.
But she's a very good swimmer. It says she sparks, she sizzles, she simmers, she's Scorchy. I'm almost done.
Just another $100 to go.
Not 4 to go. I like Livewire. I think that she's
a great character. That's a good one to hunt for in the bins too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another not so well known book.
I had 2 of these, and one of them went to help defray the cost. I don't know. I didn't get rid of this one.
That's a good one to hang on to.
And the last one in this, these are all the 90s. These are the 90s forward ones that I saved. And Alan, I had to save this one.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that one.
And the boys, Reggie is looking at her top, and Archie's looking at her fanny.
Yeah.
And she knows that they're looking, and they're so hot, and the blood is flowing that they're melting the snow under their feet. I don't know what they're trying to say.
Lyle wants to know if you have a newsstand on that X-Men 266.
Fair enough. So those are that's just sort of, there you go.
All right, I'll take the focus off of you, sir.
Thank God.
Mojica.
Yeah, so's you old woman, I tell you.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to show?
I have a few books.
All right.
Alan always has books to show.
I have one.
All right.
All
well,
right.
we will have you up next, Bruce.
Okay, so somebody was mentioning the first Hellboy. And I was like, oh, what?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I'm pretty sure that the one that he showed was not the right first Hellboy. I think this is the first Hellboy. So
that's a cool cover. Cool Mignola cover.
The Dying Press #4. And then
odd name of a company, Dying Press. Isn't that certain?
And this is actually kind of an obscure one too. This is the first appearance of the Black Cat.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
So it's like a mini comic.
it's a mini comic. It's a pocket-sized comic.
Huh.
Beware
Oh,
Satan. It says, beware
Yeah.
Satan. Here comes.
Okay, here comes Spirit of 76. That's another character that makes his first appearance in this.
There you go.
So yeah,
Very cool.
and that's
Multiple
1776.
appearances.
So then we got some Ice Cream Man. I like homage covers, so this is just some random pile. And then we got Arg.
Yeah.
I just like this one. It's kind of girls doing her makeup. It's just crazy.
Is that worth something?
This
Is
one?
that one? Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think it
Like 5
That's
It's worth
cents.
something. I mean, it's not worth
It's not worth much.
worthless,
It's about
but it's
$5,
Who
worth
did the
something.
cover on that, Alan? Who did the cover?
Good question. Not me.
Is that Sergio?
It looks like somebody like that, like Aragonus or somebody like
Yeah,
that.
Sergio Aragonés. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that style, right? It looks
Yeah,
kind of like it has
the-
that kind of Mad magazine look to it. And I thought this one was a good one. This is Taylor Swift's first appearance in comics.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So this is the artist version. And if you're more of a purist, here is her first appearance in photo.
There you go. There you
Well,
go.
kind of sort of photo. It's not really photos, but yeah. And then we got Lady Gaga's first appearance.
Well,
These are all
you're just
Fame. It was a title called Fame, and it just showed different
like
celebrities.
the new version of Rock and Roll Comics or something.
Yeah. So fame number 1 is Taylor Swift. Fame number 2 is Lady Gaga. These are all the Lady Gaga ones. So it's
Interesting.
just, and then some more Lady Gaga. And I don't know why I have lots of Lady Gaga, but
Alan is a big Lady Gaga fan.
I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. So this is the free comic book one. And then we got Christine. It's just a collection. I never showed this on my channel, so I showed it in the members only section. So I figured, hey, you guys never seen this. So, and then one more. So yeah, so if you ever want to get first appearances of celebrities that nobody actually likes, this is the one to get. So yeah.
Lyle's asking, do you have any RBCC magazines?
RBCC? What's RBCC?
I have
What's
no
RB
idea what RBCC.
What's RBCC? Okay.
I have no idea.
And
Lyle, you must elaborate for us.
and I just recently, actually, yesterday I did an unboxing where I unboxed a whole bunch of really high grade Looney Tunes and Disney comics.
Nice.
Cool.
I mean, this one I don't know if you can see, but it's like
It's beautiful.
it's like mint. It's
Yeah.
from 1949. And then just like I'll show you a few of them.
That's fun. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
Those are in good condition.
Yeah. And he also gave me some graded ones. I'll just show you one of the big ones. It's like here.
Lyle says Rocket Blast Comic Collector.
Oh yes, I did get it. Yeah, I do have it, but not handy.
Beautiful.
Thumper meets the Seven Dwarfs. That's cool.
That's so cute. That's beautiful.
So getting any of these in above a 6, really hard.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, it's like really hard to get them that high. So these ones are all like 7.0 or higher. Like the books that this guy gave me. Well, not gave me, but I did a nice little deal with him. These are really cool. I like this one. This one's cute. And one more Disney one. Or Looney Tunes, I should say.
Warner Brothers.
Is this what's this guy's name? This is not Porky Pig.
Yeah.
No, that's
but it
not
looks like a
Porky.
smaller version of him.
There was a French pig, wasn't there? And
I'm wondering if this is a different pig.
Well, a French skunk, they had Pepe Le Pew.
That's Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like
I
Porky.
don't know if that's the cousin or the
I'm
younger
feeling like
cousin
it's like
of
a
Porky
nephew
Pig.
or something like that, where they have like
Yeah.
little versions of them, and then they put like the silly hat on them. Because he looks tiny, right? He looks much smaller than Bugs Bunny. So
Then
feel
put
like-
Yeah,
it
he
big.
does.
So yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't sure who it is. I was wondering if
Petite.
anyone actually.
Who's Blau
Yeah.
saying it is?
All right, so those are some of the books.
Pinball's going off again. All
Play
right, so we're
me.
gonna go over to Bruce. He said he's got something to show.
I'm gonna show
Sure.
one comic.
Yep,
Just one.
just one.
Just one. What do you got, Bruce?
Just
What do you
one.
got for us?
So Bigby had mentioned that I am a big ASM guy and just got into some X-Men. So this is the only one that I have kicking around. And this one was purchased off of Dan's X-Men comics. It's number
Oh, very nice.
95.
Yeah.
Yep. So the only reason why I have this one out right now is because I'm going to read it. I love to read my books. So yeah, so I just have
That's
it.
that's a nice high grade copy too.
Yeah, it's about a 5.5.
I like
Nice.
that. I like the colors. They're really bright.
Yes, he had two different versions. He had a more glossy version, and then he had this one. This one is a little bit more vibrant. So
That's
I
not the
chose
one that
this
had
one.
the double cover, is it?
No, I wish.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think Dan's going to be giving that one up.
Yeah,
No,
so
Dan's not
Dan
gonna get rid of that one.
Spotted a double cover, like the guy who didn't realize that it was a big deal, and he had a double cover, and he sold it for next to nothing on eBay.
Oh wow! I always
So
wanted
I-
to get a double cover. I don't have any double covers.
I don't have any double covers of anything else either. I've never found one.
They're kind of rare, aren't they?
Yeah,
Pretty rare.
I think so.
I don't know too
Oh, and
much
then I'm
about
sorry,
comics.
Richard. I didn't mean to neglect your comment. Richard said, "I have no idea how Disney Comics survived, as kids draw and destroy on those types of books."
They were loved to death.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very cool. Very cool. And were you just shopping for some recently for some new Spider-Man books? Is that what you were talking about in the group chat that we've got?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but
Well, I think I saw you like pointing out some different Spideys that you were looking at
oh
online.
yeah, that was a while ago. I kind of actually shifted my focus a little bit right now. I'm kind of picking up some X-Men keys that I'm going after. So me and Dan had worked out a deal for 101. He actually found it on Instagram and he decided that he wanted to sell it to me. He
Nice.
gave me a crack at it to go ahead and purchase it. And when I reached out to the guy, I asked him, I said, did it sell already? And he said, yes, sorry, it's already sold. And I'm thinking, man, it's probably Dan that bought that book. And he was like, yeah, I grabbed it for you so I could sell it to you. So it's a very kind gesture of Dan to do that.
There you
So
go.
that-
There you go.
For everybody that's not familiar, X-Men 101 is the first Phoenix.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
Alan got a
so-
phone call. That's what happens when he gets a phone call. I have a few
Oh,
more
well,
books to
that-
show. Brian, I have a few more books to show.
Okay.
If you like.
Well, Mr. Higgins, did you have anything, or
No,
you?
You can go ahead. I mean, go
Okay.
ahead. I like watching his books more than I've got the same old books. I mean, I got some new
All right.
books.
We'll go back to Steppo, and then we'll come back
Warmonger.
around to you.
Look at that.
There we go.
Mm.
World's
Nice one.
Best, which is actually that's
Best.
World's Finest, right? But it's
World's
called World's
Finest
Best.
number one, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Here's the first Scarecrow, I think.
Which the artwork of that on the Scarecrow is amazing. Cool. Do you have a full run, Stephen, of the first what?
I have like 1 through 60 and then a whole bunch. I got a mess of them.
Very nice.
This was all this was the first Golden Age stuff that I bought in 1988. This was the first because of this book here. This the cover to this book was in my grandmother's basement in there, and it was she had just torn the cardboard cover off to use as a divider. It was a book for my father, and then I spent this is 1960, and I spent an hour and a half in the basement trying to find the book. And finally, when I had a chance to actually buy, I'd never seen the inside of this thing, so I had to, I bought it. And then he had a four or five collections had come in, and he was able to nice collections, and then each one had different numbers of the world's finest, so he's able to put an unbroken string together, which was pretty
Was
nice.
this Chris did that?
This was Mark Wilson.
Hmm.
This was back in he put these probably together from 1985 to 1988.
Lyle has a question for you, Steppo.
Yeah.
He says, how many
Question
different
from Roma.
variations do they have for Superman's secret code card? I know of 1946, 1948, and 1961. Are there more?
Lyle, I will cede the field to you. I honestly do not know. I think you've got a better handle on it than I. That sounds about right, because you had 46, which was close to the war, 48 as they were trying to get something going, and then 61 when they were reintroducing it. So I think you've probably got all of them. These are the 1 through 17 are all the heavy cardboard covers.
Hey, SideQuest, good to see you. Guys, go sub up SideQuest if you're not sub to him too. He's a great channel.
These are all they're all pretty nice. This one I think it isn't signed. I can't remember who signed this one.
I was talking about that a few weeks ago. That's the Victory Garden one.
To have them all together in one shot's kind of tough.
That's beautiful.
Paper drive.
Very cool.
Which destroyed how many comics?
Millions.
This one is signed by Dick Sprang.
Oh, very
wow.
cool. We're not asking you to be quiet there. Oh, I just had a copy of that. I just sold it back to the guy that I got it from.
You're all right, Lyle. You can talk.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
What is that? A cave? What are they doing?
No, they're on a mountain. They're
mountaineering.
basically mountain climbing.
Oh, okay.
Like Superman needs to mountain climb. Come on now.
Yeah, why doesn't he just fly up? I mean, come on.
He's there for safety. These are. I'm going to go from 25 down.
Yeah. We appreciate you asking questions, Lyle. So
I don't.
SideQuest says he's been taking a good look at the World Finest recently. Loves the cover art. Oh, Richard says those were before Superman could fly. Okay.
No, he could fly.
I think he could. He could fly in the
Before
one
he
that
was leaping, right?
he could leap.
Yeah,
leap over tall
leaping
buildings.
a tall building at a single bound.
Yeah.
More powerful than
Yeah.
a locomotive. Faster than a speeding bullet.
Look up in the sky.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird.
It's Superman. Yeah. Sorry, Batman.
Yeah, that's like
That ain't good.
kind of bogus.
Oh, like that Superman had his foot on the scale. He was trying to help Robin out.
I don't know if you guys have seen all of these. They're just real fun covers.
They are. They're really cool.
No, I'm just thinking that they
No,
made
I like
a little
them.
more goofy.
They're very nice.
That was my. They're really cool.
This is the first non cardboard cover. It's typical warmonger answer. The paper on this is actually quite thin, but this one is, and also if you can see up at the top, when the cutters went through, they were not completely efficient. They have an edge, but the actual newsprint inside, there's little nibs.
Oh, Robin wins the race.
Of course.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Participation trophy.
they're winking at each other in the background there. Yeah,
It's kind of
that's
cool.
cool. I like the fire engine cover. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
that's my approval.
It's his interested face, interested sound. Hmm.
Those are bumper cars, right?
No, because these are race cars.
Go
Open,
karts
Oh,
or
open wheel race cars.
Oh, okay. Look like bumper cars.
Yeah, they look close to that, but they have wheels on them.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's them looking at their
like
Superman
costumes? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Sharp
think
propellant.
Robin's got it a little bit upside down there.
He's showing off because he was an acrobat, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen all these, Alan?
No, I know I haven't actually.
Those are really cool, man.
Oh, wow. The
I just wanted
presidential
to share something fun that I don't ever show them. But
I'm
got 'em
surprised
out.
how many you have in the run.
This is the first appearance of the Wyoming Kid. Not much, but these white covers and the paper that they use to find it in this grade is really hard.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, that's
Hey, Kenneth.
that's a Sodi book. That's a Sodi book, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Kenneth saying hi to everyone. Hey, Kenneth. Acrobat. Glasses. Acrobat. Makes sense.
Hmm.
This is the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but back in 1948.
There you go. There you go.
Are they kites?
Oh, kites. Okay, I was like, what's going on there? Oh, kites. All right, all right.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Very
You
cool.
seem to
Very
like
cool.
racing Robin and letting him win.
There is that.
Oh, robot cover.
Tom Sparks, boy inventor.
Hmm.
Incredibly, I don't know why I have two of those.
Oh, wow. You don't need two of those. You can always like give away one.
Giveaway.
This is from the man who gives nothing away. Aren't these bizarre?
I could be like what's
They
his
are.
name? Robert Dangerfield. Take my wife. Like,
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney.
I said, take me where the action is. He took me to my house. Room was so small, I stuck the key in the door and broke a window.
The pinball machine has spoken.
You gotta start paying pinball again.
Play me.
Here's a little good girl action.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
This is issue number 60.
Very nice.
And so what's your run? It's 1 through.
Oh, it's just everything.
Is it the
One
whole run?
through
Yeah, the whole run?
million.
I've got a mess of them. I haven't I'm sure I'm missing a few. This one was $38.
Wow.
This is a really tough one to find. This is the 15-cent ones right near the transition.
Yeah.
Again, this is another really rare one. It's just so I could have a copy to have. But
I've
this
seen that one
vintage-
before. I always liked that
vintage-
cover.
What's that?
I'm
I
running
always
away
love
from the
that.
skunk.
I always love that cover because the only thing that they're scared of is a skunk. It's kind of classic.
You shine.
And
Stefo, were
this is-
these picked up through the years, or what's the story with it?
They were the guy accumulated. He had like 4 collections, and he put them all together. Here's number. See, this is the last 15 center, the bigger ones, number 70.
Yep.
It's a really rare book. And then this is when they start with this one.
So, Stepa, you sold off your collection in what year?
I traded my childhood collection in 1988.
Okay,
And
you
then
started
right
collecting
after-
again when?
And then, I'm sorry?
You started collecting again when?
Well, I started collecting right away because I had a
Yeah, as
my
credit.
childhood collection went from 1965, 66, all the way up to 1988. And then I traded all the stuff that I'd put together. I was a completist like Alan. And I traded the whole thing to Mark Wilson for $32,000 of credit. It was it was a comprehensive collection. And the pendulum had swung from gold to silver. Everybody wanted silver. And I had Marvel and DC and a whole bunch of stuff. And so then the very first thing I did was I took part of my trade credit and I bought this World's Finest set. That was the first thing I did.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
then I went on from there.
So yeah, Bruce is not familiar with you as a collector, so I just wanted to give him a little insight.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Not at all. All these really early 10-cent ones are really fun.
I love how big the stamp is. It's so funny.
Yeah,
Huge.
the code. The
And
code
you
is so
notice-
huge.
you notice this is pre-code still.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
And giant code.
a giant code time.
Giant code.
Giant code. Whenever you see it, it's like 55, 56 era.
Oh, I brought a copy of that over to you. I think it's in the box for Alan.
Cool.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to see it. You're not going to see a selection of World's Finest like this. And
You
A
have the
sleeve-
world's finest collection.
I have the World's Finest collection.
The finest, world's finest collection.
And I think look at that. I got 2 of these. And I got just a few. I have 17 more. But these are
17 more. By the way, I got to step out. My wife came home, so I got to go.
See ya, Alan.
Thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
Alan.
Bye, guys.
See ya,
Have a
Alan.
great evening.
Talk to you.
Okay, see ya.
My leading one is in the safe. It's a slab. It's the Windy City copy of that. I got these from Mark
Very
as
nice.
well. And these are just a complete.
That white is so white on that.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Really early, and you look at Green Arrow and Speedy. This is the 7 Soldiers of Victory.
Very cool. It almost looks like a mazo. Nice.
Isn't it fun stuff?
That's really cool stuff, man. I'm just like blown away by
Right?
the condition and the colors and
Yeah, the
it's
condition
just
and the
so
color.
amazing stuff.
Condition and color. Here's one that's really hard to find. This black coverage.
Ooh,
Wow.
Killer.
that just pops.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
That one too.
So we got 7 soldiers. Who's in 7 soldiers?
Green Arrow and Speedy, the Star Spangled Kid and Stripesy, the Crimson Avenger, the Vigilante, and the Shining Knight. That's the 7. Here are the 7. 3, let's see, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, this is the 7. But there's actually one more up at the top. You see the little guy up at the top?
Uh-huh.
That is the Crimson Avengers stereotypical Chinese guy that speaks pidgin English, and his name is Wing. So they're actually 8.
So there's 8, but there's 8 soldiers in the 7 soldiers. Got it.
That's right. Just a couple more, and I'm out of your hair.
It's all good. It's all good. We're 11 looking at these things, man. They're beautiful.
It says here, back the 5th war loan up at the top.
Hey, there you
The
go.
high VF copy. This one, for some reason, is a very hard book. This is a rare book. This evidently had very low circulation. Oddball.
Hmm.
And the strange thing
yellow
is
cover.
that, and the
Mhm,
strange
there
thing
were a
is
lot of yellow
I
covers.
have two of them.
Hard to find, and I got two.
I didn't know. I had the two, and then I read all this stuff. They say it's impossible to get. Here's a nice robot cover.
Oh, very cool.
And this is the last one. And then after this, it goes to funny animals.
That's a great cover. It's like kind of a noir cover. I like it.
It is very much so. And it's a very bizarre. A lot of these stories are very bizarre inside. They team them up. But anyway, that's my golden age world's finest and my run of leading, except for number one.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing those. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
Man.
thank you.
Very happy to.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. Mr. Aikens had a couple of books he wanted to show, or
Yeah, I can
some
show.
books
You got
you want to
time,
show?
Bigby?
Yeah,
You-
yeah. No, we can. I want everybody to feel included. You are welcome to show some books, sir.
The only thing I'm getting right now are Iron Man books. I don't have any of those right by me, and I'm working on a John Byrne run. So I've got this one.
That's a big one.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah,
First-
you
first
scored on that
Pride and
lot.
all
I
that
tell
other
you,
stuff. My copy
you
of that
got a
went
great
away.
deal on a lot, didn't you? Like and yeah,
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
this. They were basically like $25 a piece. So
Wow.
I got this one.
Yeah.
I got this one.
Just
Which one?
recently? I mean, just recently you got these?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just not all that long ago. Well, I've been buying something each month. I said, okay, I'm going to look for some John Byrne, and I'm going to look for some Iron Man copies that I don't have. And each month, I'm going to buy some. Got a checklist, just going down the checklist. And I saw these
So for
pop up on eBay, and it was a lot for $250. So ended up being $25 a piece on each one of
Oh,
these.
man. Good for you.
So
Good
the
score.
for the viewers that might not be in the know, what was the significance of that first book?
Oh, first appearance of Kitty Pryde.
Yep.
This one.
And
Oh yeah, and
Colossus?
Emma Frost,
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost. Okay. That's what it was.
the White Queen. Yep.
126.
Ooh. That's a nice one.
Proteus.
Yep. 125.
There you go.
I love that cover.
Me
I love
too.
this cover too.
You're making me jealous over here.
124.
And
Most-
Mr. Aiken, you've started a goal for this year, right? So that's the reason why you picked these books up.
Yeah, I'm getting all John. I'm trying to try to collect as much John Byrne as I can. The stuff I don't have, and so his X-Men stuff I didn't have. I read it as a kid, but it was from classic X-Men. It wasn't the actual Uncanny X-Men. It wasn't the actual issues. And I'm going to finish my Volume 1 run of Iron Man. So really, those are the only two things I'm picking up right now.
Okay.
Right. I think that's a really great goal, though, just to try to collect all the Byrne stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah,
And
it
of
is.
course, I picked up most of the stuff from the 80s because I was picking those things up in the 90s and most of the stuff from 2000. So really, what I don't have is the stuff from the 70s. His Charlton work. And I picked up 6 issues of Doomsday Plus One. That's one of his early works. And so his X-Men stuff, I don't have it either. So I'm going down the run of this. I got 122. But I also had 121 and 120, but I don't have those anymore. I gave those away.
I showed those off, and I said had a big thank you to you. I don't know if you saw that or not. I can show them
No,
again. They're right here.
I didn't see that. So I gave 121 and 120 and 121 to Mr.
It was
McFly.
on the X-Men Collectors Club. So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
show those right there. I unboxed them on the X-Men. Here we go. So
he'll complete the run out of what I got. So I got all that for $25. The whole each one of them.
That's amazing.
so yeah, Mr. Akins was
Nice.
very kind to send me 120, 121, which I needed for my X-Men run. So thank you very
And
much, Mr. Akins. I really appreciate that.
you're
And
very
yeah,
welcome.
you'll have to rewatch the X-Men Collectors Club because I did unbox them on there and showed them off and said a big thank you to you for that. So you got a couple people commenting on. Let's see. Doomsday Plus One set is on its way in the mail. Thanks to you, Mr. Akins.
Ooh,
Well, I also get the Power Man Iron Fist number 50 signed by Byrne. That's really cool. You know, yeah, Byrne is one of my big influences as an artist.
I already had 120 and 121, and I knew Bigby needed to finish his run out, so I got all those off of eBay. And
Yeah,
then
it was. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. I didn't know you were still showing.
I
I'm
got
sorry,
small
buddy.
Byrne stuff. I'm just picking
So-
all Byrne. I did not have his later. He did some Action Comics. And can anybody tell me where I got
That's cool
this from?
cover.
I didn't get it from eBay. I got it from
My comic shop. Ding.
my comic shop.
Bruce, that's a running gag every time we say my comic shop because we give him so much advertising every time. I got this off of my comic shop.
Yeah, I got this one off of my comic shop too. So he did
Ding.
some. I didn't realize that he had did some issues of Action Comics later after his his initial run. I didn't realize he had done these. So once I started going down the checklist on Byrne Robotics, it's his website. There's actually a checklist of about 80% of the stuff he's done. It started with Action Comics. I'm like, hey, I've got some Action Comics that I don't have. He did a later run. He did the art on the inside, didn't always do the covers. He did the art on the inside of this one.
That storyline is so good. If you can read all the pieces of that story, oh my gosh, it's so good.
See, and I'm looking forward to I haven't gotten to reading these yet.
So that one, is it Sacrifice or
This one?
Yeah. It says something across the top. It's a like a 4 or 5 part storyline. And it is
really good.
So good. It is yeah, it's why you don't want to have the Man of Steel mind controlled.
So this one. And he did one more. This was the last one. I know later on he didn't stay very long on anything that he was working on.
Black Adam, huh?
Yep. So I've got all his stuff from Action Comics now with this, and I got these off of my comic shop.
My comic shop.
Aussie Comic Book Collector always talks about, and I'd never gotten anything off of my comic shop, and he had talked about it's a lot of things from my comic shop.
Ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Drinking game. And he would get things off of it, and I was like, hey, I'm going to try it. And I love the fact that you can pick the grade, and the stuff I've been getting has been the grade that that they said it is. And plus it can, especially for my run fillers for my Iron Man, it can keep you within budget. Like, hey, I only want to spend this much. I really want reader copies of the things that aren't going to be, that are not going to be collector's items. I'm really interested in reading the run more than, and owning the books more than the grade. So I can pick lower grades. And even though they're lower grades, they've been some really nice copies I've been getting. So, and
They
that's all I
always
got.
they undergrade as an actual business model because they want to make sure people are happy. And it's a true statement. When I was going through, when I was singing their praises, when they treated me so beautifully when I bought my Bat One from them, they went out of their way to make me feel better. They regrade, they had the thing re-slab for me. They upgraded the shipping. They sent it over overnight. They went out of their way, and I have been buying from them for such a long time. I continue to buy from them because almost without exception, if they say it's a 3.5, it's closer to a 5 or a 5.5. It's just they're just a really, and they're priced competitively, not 100%, but I would say 99.5% of the time they are priced beautifully. Their shipping methods are the best on the planet. It protects the books completely, and you have a complete idea. You throw them in your cart, and you do. I've been buying an awful lot. I'm selling I have a different collection that I've just sold, or I'm in the process of selling. And so what I've been doing is I've been reallocating to books because they are my first love. And the collection, it was a military firearms collection, which is now in the hands of the Rock Island Auction House. They'll be selling those sometime in June. And then some other stuff that will be sold in August. And they were very, very excited and happy and went out of their way. Excellent company, because I was, how do you ship them? How do you transport them? What's the insurance? All this other stuff. And then, of course, transporting firearms across state lines and all that stuff. There was no trouble. They sent 2 guys in a brand new truck, and they basically, we inventoried everything. They wrote everything down. I got copies of everything, and then they wrapped them very carefully, and then they put them into this clean crate, brand new wooden crate with all kinds of soft material and stuff, and then they put the top on the thing and screwed it shut. And then they shipped it down. I didn't have to do anything, and they took everything away. So I know that it's going to be it's like between 35 and 40 years of collecting, and I collected firearms in precisely the same way I collect comics, which is you buy the best you can find and afford, and that way then you don't have to play this upgrade thing all the time. And after 1988, when I was a completist, when I did do that, my base level grade was about 4.5.
Good night, Lyle. Thanks for coming
Lyle.
Good night, Lyle.
Good night.
But I find that, and then I found that if you hold onto your books, don't sell your books. If you have nice books and you can afford to keep them, because the years will bless you, and you will get appreciation. That's I learned that lesson. And then also trying to replace a book. What I found, especially if it's a nice book, I'd have the money. I'd make money on the book. And then if I had to go out and then try to replace it, not only would I have to pay more than what I had, but I would pay more for a lesser book. And it took me 2 or 3 of those, and I said, "Oh, well, nuts to this! This is not a good business model." And so that's how I did it. So if you have nice books, and if you can afford to keep them, I strongly urge you to then just Mylar them up. And I use acid-free backing boards and Mylar, because you do it once and you're done. You don't ever have to replace them, because that stuff will last longer than you. And that's what they use at the Smithsonian Institution for their document storage and for long-term storage. It's the most inexpensive way to store comic books for as long as you're alive. If it's in Mylar with an acid-free board, you're home free. You don't have to redo it. If you have these rimply bags that they have, and you take them off, and then they're semi-clear, and as you're taking them off and re-sleeving, you look in, here's this yellow opaque mess you try to look through. You guys have seen it. You just kind of, oh my God, it looks like someone baked a pizza in that bag.
That's what I'm actually in the process of doing.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm in the process of doing, is going through and rebagging a lot of as I'm reading my collection, I'm rebagging.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I do too.
Yellow.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's the way to do it. I realize that Mylar is not cheap. and I understand
No.
that acid-free boards are not cheap, but I look at it this way: if you have a nice book, $25-$30 book, let's say, and you spend a $1.50 to put it into something that will protect the book, and plus it will look good all the time, and it won't get cloudy, and it won't get wrinkled, and it won't do any of those things, and the book will love you for it. The book is protected. So I'm a very strong proponent of that. I realize it's an expense, but it's an expense you absorb just once.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Very
Wise
good point.
words from Mr. Steven.
Yep.
Well,
So-
guys, I'm gonna try to wrap this up, and because I have to be at work real early in the morning. But if you guys tuned in to see the books that I traded for, they are at the beginning of the video. You can rewatch and see the quite nice little stack.
Very
of
nice stack.
Very
readers and
nice
stuff
stack.
that I got.
Yeah.
And thank you to Ricky at All Sorts of Words for the wonderful trade. And just want to say to everybody, share your love of comics with everyone you meet. You never know where it will lead you. You might find these wonderful group of friends here who all like comics as well and get to share a good chunk of an evening with them. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful
See
evening.
you later.
Goodbye.
Good night.